I don't have the game open yet. We've just been jamming to the trial music. I don't even have the game open yet. I just don't yet. There is actually one thing I wanted to just quickly, just a soundbite. Don't worry, this isn't like, I'm not going on a massive tangent right before we start Ace Attorney because I know we have a 9-hour case ahead and I'm gonna like die if I goof around too much. I'm gonna boot up the game in like shortly. So smallest thing ever. I know I always say small tangent and then it's like a 10-minute tangent. This is the actual small tangent ever. This is a sound that I love. I discovered it today. I discovered what it was from today. And I just I needed to share it because it's from Donkey Kong 64. Just, I love that. I'm sorry, I needed to share that. That was important. Before anyone asks, was that actually important? Yes, it was. It was very important. You need the banana. Anyways, I'm not going to do the whole case tonight. I think if I did, I would die. What did you come into? It was DK64 Oh Banana theme, or sound. Peak. It was important, like I said. The game is opening. The game always does this whenever I boot it up. That's why I usually boot it up beforehand. But, you know, had to be a bit stupid. So, yeah, no, this is going to be 9 hours, not the stream. This case alone is 9 hours long. I want to say preemptively. So I will probably stop at a point like near where I usually stop for stream when I find a good spot. There is no chance I'm doing it all tonight. And that's because my longest stream ever has been, I think, either 10 hours and it was the entire Splatoon 3 campaign. I'm not ever topping that. Before now, yeah, I'm not topping that. So no, I'm not doing it all in one stream. Also because I'm stupid, it's probably going to take me a bit longer, so maybe expect this to be like a part 1, part 2 kind of deal. Anyways, Rise from the Ashes, investigation. No chance. I could not do it. I could not. It is, if I were to do it, right? If I were to do the entire thing in one go, it would be like, I want to say 4 a.m. by the time I finish. And I'm not staying up till 4 a.m. tonight. Anyways. We start. Oh my god. Whoa. Budget. What the hell? I didn't expect budget in these cutscenes. I thought it was like a panning PNG. What the hell? Oh my god, wait. No, they actually have budget. Animation? This is a massive thing. What the fuck? 2? At the same time. Whoa. Hey now, what's going on? Wyatt, the badger. Mia? Wait, is that Mia? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Oh my god, he's gonna go broke. He's gonna lose the office. Had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. So, hold on. Was that Mia? She's dead, though. Who cloned her? Why do I come here to the office every day? Not like I want to work. There you are, finally. Who are you? Did you break in? Did you break in? This is the 3rd floor, miss. How did you get in through the window?
Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow.
Who are you?
Doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are. Famous defense attorney Mia Fey. Shockingly, you're more masculine than I thought. Have you been transitioning or something? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you?
I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here.
You are the coffee boy?
I'm Pheonix Wright, a defense attorney.
Right. Wait, you're the Pheonix Wright? The Pheonix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case?
Yeah, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though, else I'd be out of boyfriend.
That's a relief then, you're better than nobody.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now.
But you are Pheonix Wright, right?
Oh god, they're gonna make that joke every chance they can. They're gonna go,
Right.
you know.
The undefeated defense attorney?
I guess he is undefeated at this point. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere.
Please, I'm out of time.
But
Please, you have to help. It's my sister.
oh no. The puppy dog eyes are winning him over. I am planning on watching the Ace Attorney anime, by the way. I don't know when the first game when it goes up to. I don't even know if it covers this in the anime, but I was gonna watch that today, and I was working on the video, and I lost 2 hours of progress, and I was like, love Adobe Premiere. Oh, Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out.
Really? Thanks so much. My name's Emma. I'm a Sky. I'm a scientific investigator.
Scientific investigator? I don't think that's what they're called. I think they're just scientists. Or researchers, even. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator?
Yes, that's right. Is something wrong?
No, you seem kind of jumpy, or maybe just young?
Young? I'll be 16 years old this year.
Oh, I see. Wait, only 16?
I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known at my age, no less.
So, what exactly is your current position then?
Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age, no less.
Great, another future professional in training. A case. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow?
My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't.
So, it's a murder case.
I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. No, she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact.
Oh, she's fun. I like Emma. And there's a witness.
Just talk to her. You have to talk to her.
Right. I suppose I will.
Promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but
That's interesting.
how would she know Mia?
Oh my god, okay, this one, I can see why this is 9 hours. There's just dialogue options everywhere. You want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then?
Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know.
It's good to have a goal. Yeah, no worries. It's a case, I will go,
Ah!
I'll jingle keys. How about that? I'll jingle some keys for you. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one.
I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you?
Yeah. Sure can't fault her lack of it. Emma's probably your fave. Oh yeah, she's really fun. I thought Edgeworth would be. Shrimp? Get out of the ocean. I hope you find it. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. Gumshoe? Oh, Gumshoe's great, honestly. Gumshoe's awesome.
This case is handled scientifically. I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared.
Your sister?
I've been doing research, you know? I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation.
Oh boy, we're gonna get new mechanics in the last case of the game, aren't we?
I'll show you when I'm done.
A fair choice. Yes, Gumshoe. I gotta say, it's either Maya or Gumshoe, I think. I like a lot of them so far. Pheonix is an asshole, but he's kind of a lovable asshole, you know? I'm looking forward to it. guess I should get down to the detention center. Talk to her sister. I wanted to say now, but it didn't say that, so I was like,
His sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school.
So they went to the same school, huh?
He always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one.
Incidentally, Mia's a woman.
Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's.
It's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Oh, I just stepped on a landmine. Ooh. Okay, well, I stepped on a landmine.
Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kinda hate her.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. We didn't just step on the landmine. We shot it a couple times to make sure it blows up, you know? Huh?
But she's my only family.
Your only family? What about your parents?
I died in a car accident when I was little.
Oh god, I don't know what was happening there. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Ugh. Present my attorney's badge. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Oh my god.
Oh, well, I've never seen a real one before.
You're the first person who's actually been interested in mine, believe me.
Composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flaking a bit.
She analyzed it scientifically.
There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. Even $50 for it.
Sorry, but it's not
For sale. Hi, Graham.
yeah. Oh god, he's gonna sell his badge? What the fuck? Oh, Pheonix. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived.
God, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors.
Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister.
No excuses.
Or did you not want a raise this year, I understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hang on.
Hi, Lana.
Funny.
I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? Your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney.
She just pulls she just parts the hair, just like, oh, okay, it's you.
I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma.
Am I stupid, or does she kind of look like Mia? I don't know if some of you might not have context for Mia, which if you don't, go study everything. She does look a lot like Mia. Huh.
Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Hey, how do you know me?
Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit.
I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do?
My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district.
Lana and Emma are supposed to be a mirror of Maya and... Aww. That's sweet. Intentional design. That's really sweet. You're a prosecutor? Oh fuck, Edgeworth 2.0. Edgeworth transitioned and dyed his hair, oh god. Two sisters, one's a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like...
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Oh boy. Pheonix is gonna live through some trauma. God, this is gonna get depressing for him very quickly, I bet. Excuse me. The case.
There's something you should know from the start.
Which is...
The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime.
Huh?
Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright?
Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened?
crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m.
That's quite specific.
It was in the witness's disposition. The witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? No one. Oh God. he just slowly puts his head in his hands again, like, oh.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office.
Wait. We can go see Pookie.
The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classic.
He was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were.
Pookie. Well, that's just great. Oh boy, this is gonna be quite a fucking case, isn't it?
So who is the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective.
No. Don't tell me Gumshoe's the... Wait, no, hold on. Oh no. The victim was an detective from the police department. Don't say who I think you're talking about, or I'm gonna cry.
Detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach.
What? You?
Death wasn't imminent, but the wound was fatal.
I see.
Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you?
Uh-oh.
What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean?
Well, it means...
The police department will consider a matter of pride to have found me guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so.
So Edgeworth is going to run this case, then. Got it. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Oh boy! Guard, lock me up, please, so I don't have to do this case. What does it mean? A few things. It's gonna be bad. So you're the chief prosecutor?
That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I know one has made frequent visits to your office over the past 2 months, Pheonix, Wright.
Pheonix just looks at her like, it was Grossberg. I've been inviting him over for tea and crumpets.
Make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell.
They need a reason to get rid of Gumshoe, so they made this case? What? That's fucked up, but he's so awesome. He's such a dad. I was thinking about this last night, actually no, this morning, because I messaged a friend. They put out a tweet about wanting big men. So I said, you know what? I got some big men. I sent a picture of Grossberg, and I sent a picture of Gumshoe. And they were like, hey, you know what? Okay. They didn't say that they didn't say anything about trying Ace Attorney. I just said, let me put you on Ace Attorney. I sent a picture of Grossberg and Gumshoe, and they were like, I've seen him before. And then nothing, so. Gumshoe is awesome. He's such a dad. It's an awfully large nutshell.
Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
In fact, it seems impossible that you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is. Huh? Not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Oh my god, okay, 4+ to each person? Jesus Christ. You were in school with Mia, correct? Few years above her?
Emma told you that too, did she? Why not? I didn't drag him all the way here from his office.
Lesbians! Look, okay, they've been like it's that video of Bob from Monsters vs. Aliens that's been going around Twitter lately. It's the fucking Capcom Ace Attorney. We got your shipment of yaoi, yo. We got plenty of yaoi in the back. And Bob's just wearing a fucking Mia X Lana bib.
Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Why? I was in law school, I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. He was different than the other students.
Oh my god. Hold on. Doomed Yuri.
Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to...
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Hold. Yeah! Lesbians! I love how Cheers to You, I've used that bit so like sporadically that actually had like it actually had a fucking progress bar on the video that was like a couple minutes in. I love Cheers to You, it's great. Excuse me?
Intellectually attracted, Lana was the top of her class in school. Was the best there was.
Oh. Fuck. Pheonix just like puts away his little like celebratory hat and balloons. He's like, fucking shit. I thought there was another one of me. I thought there was another gay person here. Fuck. Shit.
Doing pretty good in school too, by the way.
Sounds a bit different when Emma says that. Fucking Jesus. Nick's so disappointed. He's fucking like kicking rocks. He's like, fucking man, shit. Takes a walk around the visitor center.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Excuse me?
As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. No, you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So, how can you say you did? I lose you. You're all alone. I hate you, Lana.
Damn.
Mr. Wright. Yeah? I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you.
You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? God, Pheonix, get a hint. Take a bit of a hint, man.
Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over.
Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. You know, with my totally legit investigator's pin, he just pulls out like a little like cereal box pin, just says investigator's pin beside his attorney's badge.
Lana's confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what.
Oh, well, okay, she's very sad.
Sorry, Mr. Wright.
Huh? About what?
Sister, she's not always like that, you know?
Oh, yeah, chin up, kid, here, you wanna go get burgers? Sorry, that's like that's a reflex. The last girl I had around here, she likes burgers a lot, so, you know, forget it, I'll take you to get, like, I don't know, beef or something. Never expected it to be defending another prosecutor again.
It's changed a lot.
You want burgers? Well, how about, McDonald's? I don't know. You want a girl? You're not a girl, but you want burgers? The employees, the office employees are like mostly girls, so you're gonna have to fight one of them for it. So,
She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everyone liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. Well, guess we're not getting a burger, I'm sorry. Think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Oh, and the music's back. Cheery little music. Da, 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 da. You know, we just had a very emotional moment. Da, 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 da. Shit, I didn't mean to go back here. Oh, wow. This is very high tech. This is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. I should be called here by somebody else, not you, not brought here for a crime. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my coworkers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, you see? Hey there! Expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Oh my god.
What have we here? Looks like a bambina got loose from a ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner.
But Mr. Marshall! Sir, that's very dangerous.
It's high noon.
Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me.
Looky here, bambina. I know how you feel. But this my gang's golden strike, see?
Strike?
Is our claim on territory with a mother load of evidence. You're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to?
What's this guy talking about?
You head along home now. Happy trails, bambina.
I'm worried about Gumshoe. He needs to be okay for me to be okay.
Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. He thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems.
Is this the start of Ace Attorney's, like, goofiest fucking characters award?
What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer? Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police? I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket.
Right. She's just like Maya. She wants me to commit massive amounts of crimes.
How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Okay, well, I have a wallet now. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay?
By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this.
Okay, now, look at the court record.
Yeah? Oh my god.
You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now, let's start examining from every angle.
Oh my god. So this is the power of the 3DS, huh?
Oh, look. I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter.
That's not it. That's A. To complete it to play real shit. Yeah!
This is an ID card.
Sergeant Bruce Goodman. That's a name. That's like... Oh yeah, this guy's totally not the killer. Bruce Goodman. It's good that he's bad. I don't know. Did she say that with her mouth? Magic. Well, it's a science thing, so... Not the 3DS. No, I said the original DS. I think I just misspoke, but I meant the original DS.
Well, see, isn't scientific investigation useful?
I'm imagining right now using the touch screen to control this. I guess, though I don't know what science has to do with it.
There's also $40 in here. I'm gonna take that for my own fees. You know, I gotta make money somehow at my age. Phoenix just looks at her just like, okay, alright, you know what? Fuck it.
Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find.
I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Right. Pheonix, right. Telephone?
Here, a phone. Let's see if it works.
Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching.
I can't hear anything. My ears, no, my ears. Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure.
What is she babbling about?
Hey, what did you just say?
See, you can hear it just fine. The phone's broken. Oh, well, there's the murder scene. Oh, that's a Walkman.
Well, there's no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of heading home quietly. This is my car, Steve.
The sheriff.
Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet.
Yeah, it's scary.
Couldn't you tell us just one thing? Who owns that car?
Hello, sir.
Well, the little filly's got quite the nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh?
Please.
No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Just might find you a cerveza you like.
From prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? When, for that matter?
Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza.
Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office.
In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like. Just keep your paws off our plane.
Right. Great.
Hey, maybe there's some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
Excuse me?
Are you two all set? Us?
Gumshoe? Oh. What's this? She couldn't be.
You're selling lunches? Here, this is a crime scene. Hello, half and a half, was it? Thanks.
Hello, miss.
And you, sir?
Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks. Interesting way of doing business.
This area is off limits to anyone without a clearance, especially passers-by. Are you officer? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over.
Cough up? Are you gonna ask me to turn my head and cough or something? Jeez.
You know, feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. These images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Oh yes, the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you're a slow one, aren't you? What? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective.
What?
A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
The hair flip is gonna get somebody, I think. Hello, nerd. Jesus Christ, everyone in chat's going awooga right now. Down. I'll pull out the chat down. I'll pull out the spray bottle if I have to. I'll do it.
You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please.
Oh fuck, that was not her. That was Pheonix. Oopsies. Pheonix got like a fucking estrogen download for a second there. Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened.
The name's Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it.
It's not what I want. Must. Oh boy, that's crazy.
Oh, before you know it, I'll have you.
Oh god. Do I want this soundbite of me on the internet? Do I? Do I want this soundbite of me saying this on the internet? You know what? I sign away my dignity for Pheonix Wright.
Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels.
Yes, man. She means it. God, Pheonix, you are not helping your case right here. You know what? Show her my attorney's badge. Oh my god, why is it working now?
A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? That was really crunchy.
Box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Pheonix also a freak? Hey, you know what? He's bisexual. The red, white, and blue on his suit doesn't just mean America. It means freaky. Let's eat pudding? Oh yeah, no, they do that to you. Goodman's ID.
About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else.
No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective.
And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective.
Is there like a correlation there that I don't know? I don't always feel like I'm being mocked. Don't know. Pheonix, you know what? Chin up, buddy. You'll get Edgeworth one day.
Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason?
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the names of innocents. And yesterday they paid a homage to the most evil one of all, Miles Edgeworth. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce.
Okay, I was joking when I said Miles Edgeworth.
So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Now a personal grievance against prosecutors or something?
Hydrate? Oh boy, yeah, here we go. I'm gonna need the water tonight.
Was there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mocking at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. Was it in his car that they found the body? Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really?
Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors.
Angel? Can we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. I make the lunches here rather than import them. Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set. Never mind, you win.
I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor.
Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office.
Chat, she's taken. You can't go crazy over she's taken.
Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? A glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
So you're here, since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance.
She's not single, no.
Fuck! This is a fucking Vegeta gif of him standing in the rain.
So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not what you witnessed. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. They say Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It's truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ear. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course, it's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels late. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady... Damn, Pheonix, you really had to sneak that bit in there? No, the chief prosecutor's name. Oh my god, yeah, 4 options per? Jesus Christ. You have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. You know that Miles Edgeworth fellow? He reeks like somebody shit his pants. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past? It'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course.
Damn, she really is the nerd emoji. She's fine.
I mean, now you're talking, cough up queen.
Thought she was just a lunch better, but now I'm not so sure. Ugh. Alright, let's go to the High Prosecutor's office. Oh, this is Edgeworth. This is just Edgeworth's room. This is just Edgeworth's room. I can tell this is just Edgeworth's room. I see that finely pressed, steam-cleaned coat on the left there. And the chessboard.
It's the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look, there's a trophy or something here.
A trophy? What, that shield? You see, I do see the samurai, yes.
Takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk.
Pheonix Wright, you never tire of prying into other people's business, do you?
That voice. Oh, there he is, built like a barrel. Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth?
You know him from somewhere?
Of course, I'm his biggest fan.
Oh, Luna, Luna, can I just say that Emma's you?
My sister introduced us once and...
Right, her sister's the chief prosecutor after all.
Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No. Did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here. Hey, don't blame me. I need to get in his good books. I'm just here to investigate a murder case.
Murder?
A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
That would be Mike. Look at that smug-ass face. Oh my god, look at his face. He's like, it was my car, actually. Oh my god. What is that face? Do you like my car?
What? Your car?
I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. I can't. I'm sorry, but... Hey, Edgeworth. Edgeworth. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all.
What do you mean?
Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you?
Miles Edgeworth. Look at him go. Look at him talk. Hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. I love flashbacks. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you know it.
Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year.
Look at that finger, yeah, look at him go.
However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident.
What? That's crazy.
Some people just need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny.
toys? That bronze shield.
There's gotta be a story behind that one.
Case. So the body was found in your car?
Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, didn't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less.
No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean...
Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then?
Yes, sir. Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again.
No, that didn't sound forced at all.
Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise for me, too. To think my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt.
I can understand. Wait, what did you say?
Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
I predicted that. I predicted that earlier. That's crazy.
You, Mr. Edgeworth?
Lana Sky.
Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case.
That's right, I remember.
2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet.
Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person. I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you.
Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife.
What?
Walked away and come back to Lunacore? Yeah, no. Emma said that she's Edgeworth's biggest fan, and I said that. I feel like you resonate a lot with her.
And Mr. Edgeworth, your knife is the murder weapon?
To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Hi, Miles. I love your car. It's so garishly red.
Damn. You know, we're buddies. We're like the same person. Edgeworth?
What?
Are you sure you didn't do it? Pheonix. Pheonix, come on. Come on, can he take a joke?
What a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
You know what? I have to. Present the attorney's badge.
I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago.
What? You wanted to be a defense attorney?
He's sucking dick.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yet my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been.
Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. He is what? I just realized once you get me on these streams to help, I will be fangirling. You know what? I may give you the seat. I may give you the wheel to the car. You can voice Miles if you want.
Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, I'll take it for sure, won't I?
I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty.
If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. Can't do Miles, he's too much for me? Okay. I'll maintain it. Oh right, I haven't checked these. Police department. God, I love how crusty this is. That is not legible. Bruce Goodman. So crusty. I should probably check this. You know, Pheonix, get your prints on there.
This must be the victim's blood, right?
Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. Look at his tie. Yeah, his tie is fancy as fuck. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway?
Hey, maybe he spent his weekends roughing it in the wild.
Edgeworth? In the wild. I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely.
Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman.
Now there's a scary thought. Is that it? That's it. Okay, I'm just... Chad, no! They're pointing the knife at you! Ah! Chad, no, they're holding you at knife point. It's Edgeworth, no. No, you can't escape. Stab, stab, stab. God. Hey, let me look at your suit here, Edgeworth.
Wow, this jacket's even lacier than his usual ones. Must be his lucky trial jacket.
Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wearing it.
Sure, there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
He's getting way too excited about this. I should inspect the trophy. I've been wondering, what the heck is this?
It has a big K on it.
Prosecutors.
What? What's that?
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
King of Prosecutors?
It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor every year. What? So
that K, that's...
K stands for King.
You got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing.
King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better.
Oh, thanks. They just gave it to me? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Miles. Work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect.
What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. Polished so well I could see my own reflection.
Gumshoe!
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you.
Oh, fuck. No. Whoa, these are all case files.
Oh, I meant to click on the chessboard.
They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
Must have someone to get them for him.
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
You must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool.
I wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. The chessboard?
Hey, a chessboard.
I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like Blue's in a bit of a tight spot. Gumfuck jump scare.
Red knights have surrounded the blue pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mountain knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Hello, Miles. Present this to you. So basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh?
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Huh? Why's that?
I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield.
Police department?
Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You have been there, haven't you?
Where Gumshoe works? Yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, right.
Doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse.
Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
Oh my god, another fourth option. Jesus Christ. Tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder?
Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all the evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words.
Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors.
And that's when you got the shield?
I was at the police department yesterday afternoon.
Cleaned up in more ways than one, yeah, they shined his desk.
Got back here at 5:12.
That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Oh, thank you, Edgeworth, I appreciate it.
This is the parking stub from under the underground lot.
Murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back.
What, Wright? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere.
Oh my god, who is this?
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Report? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Skye? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Skye, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir.
I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not?
Hey, they're gone. Perfect.
I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars. Give me your name. Sir, Meekins, sir, Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Sir, I know.
Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. He makes me think of Rock Lee, kinda. It's the eyebrows.
Right.
Yes, sir? You caught me off guard.
As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do what he says, right?
The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolmen just now. Just go down to the police department. You can ask more there.
Thanks. He seemed to have finally calmed down, at least. Yeah, he calmed down because he saw Pheonix. I'm not talking to her. She's scary. I don't know. I don't like what happens to chat. Is that Gumshoe?
We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office?
It's me. It was great when I played through this. I really thought a character was really fun. I mean, she seems fun so far. Took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Really, does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger?
The fucking alien. I love the alien dance so much. It's so good. He's so awesome.
Oh, he noticed me.
Sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal, he's okay. Yeah. What are you doing here?
That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you over there? Why were you dancing over there? Oh yeah, that's another 7 TV emote I found. That one's good. I like that one. That's funny. There we go. What? Well, at least he doesn't want to seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal.
Oh my god, I'm glad that song is over. That song was going to drive me insane.
I'll give you one word of advice, pal. Better not agree to defend the suspect on this case.
Why not?
Just the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
Inspector Blue Badger? I will in a second, Jesus!
What if she's not telling the truth?
Now, I'm talking to Gumshoe! Yes, well, no, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her.
What if the evidence was faked?
Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a sec? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister.
Please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like fake.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
Okay, fine. I'll examine the blue badger.
I was wondering about that.
The dancing blue badger? It's my masterpiece.
You made this, Detective Gumshoe?
Chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
Battery powered so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances till the battery dies.
Poor blue badger fated to dance until he drops.
A work of art? That's mean. That's kind of just mean. Look, that patrolman's saluting the other guy. He must be a detective.
And then I said, hey, you do that and your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried.
Again?
He wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair.
No. Hold on. Hold on. I wanted to put some fun little things.
Yeah! Yeah!
Let's go.
Yeah!
Alien.
Alien, please! Alien, please!
Bat chesting? Don't hit me with the bat chesting. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, wait, chat, please. No, I didn't mean to throw the Tetsugeki in there. Okay, no more blue badger. No more blue badger, no more blue badger. I'll start a raffle, an auction. Top bidder gets to tell me to go back to the blue badger or not. Detectives in there look pretty busy.
Just imagine right now, behind those doors, police drama in action.
Somehow the thought fails to excite me.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea, why?
I think they're designed after a panda.
Panda?
Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory.
A game theory!
Thanks for watching.
You mind me asking how you came up with that theory? The game theory?
When I was on a school trip, I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We'd just been at the zoo, see?
Right, what about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Who knows?
Hey, Gumshoe!
Emma would have loved FNAF. Do I need to play one of the Five Nights at Freddy's games now as like a part of the Ace Attorney canon? Like when we finish this case, I have to play one of the FNAF games or something. I have to play Security Breach, and the stream ends when the game glitches.
So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Well, nothing really.
They kicked me out of criminal defense. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? You play them in year order? You mean I have to start with FNAF 1 and go all the way to FNAF... Oh wait, no, do you mean like in-game year order, or do you mean release date year order? So what, I'd play... What, FNAF 4 first? and then FNAF 2, then FNAF 1, and then what, Sister Location? And then, no, not Sister Location. Then 4, then 3, no, Sister Location, then 3, I think, and then Pizzeria Sim, and then Security Breach? I'm not familiar on my FNAF timelines, man, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, and then that new one, Into the Pit, but I don't know when that takes place.
What do you mean this time?
And what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Is attacking your wall? Well then attack it with it. You probably know, it's probably, there's something's there, for sure.
Well, the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now.
The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
No, anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Officer Marshall. Now I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. Patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Huh, yeah? Oh, I can't make him dance. There you go. There's a handprint on him. That's Gumshoe. He did his best, and I'm proud of him. I should probably inspect this. Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. When he was held up at a couple extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. This goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. Did Edgeworth run a yellow light? Apparently he did. He's a criminal now. Oh yeah, I didn't get to check this. Oh.
Hey, check it out. There's this metal plate here.
Ah, it looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it.
Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times.
Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner? Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor.
I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. But she says that his name does have kind of a ring to it. Right, okay. Not Pheonix, right, of course. I should probably just start showing Gumshoe stuff. Present.
As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go blabbering on about things I don't know about.
No, I wouldn't want you to do that either.
Good.
Good. My badge. Detective, here's my attorney's badge.
You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Ill men show their police badge, enough said.
I wish I had a badge, even an ID card.
Oh, there's a typo. There's a typo. I wish had a badge. There's a typo.
An ID card would be nice.
Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? Yeah, here we go. Detective Gumshoe? What can you tell me about this?
Hey pal, this is the detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn that into the police.
People like you, they get me in so much trouble all the time. Jeez. Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
Didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
I guess not.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh?
What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing?
Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course somebody else really did it. Somebody must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
Is it gonna be Von Karma again? Her and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Or Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
have to find out a little bit more about what's going on with Edgeworth. I swear to God, if it's fucking Von Karma once again, I'm gonna scream. Go back here. Detention center? No, nothing here. I should maybe present a few more of these things to her. Could you take a look at this?
You?
Yes?
You said you wanted some hot tea, right?
No, but thanks. She didn't even look at me.
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get a rich flavor like this. We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it, so that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite.
The only thing I'm smelling here is waste of time. No, okay. Von Karma 2, Electric Boogaloo. I swear to God, if he's back, I'm gonna scream. So there's this part that's been bought. Oh, what's this?
Look, a door! This must mean something.
I'm not sure that doors mean anything.
Oh, no, it won't open. A mysterious lock.
Fail to see what's mysterious about it.
Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more.
Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Jesus. Check the ladder if I haven't already.
Aha! The ladder!
That's a step ladder.
What's the difference? In scientific terms, please.
It's a scientific, huh?
Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright.
All seems so horribly familiar somehow. I know how it's familiar, Pheonix. Don't worry. Oh, I can't sidle anymore. Right, shit. Police department entrance, I think, right? Oh, Bruce Goodman, oops. Does this ID card belong to the victim?
He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
System. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is the chief prosecutor, Sky, called him out there to the parking lot.
And is confessing as much. Ugh. Back here maybe? No? High Prosecutor's Office? I gotta examine the Steel Samurai.
Wow, what an amazing bouquet!
No kidding. Yeah, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy. I heard that name somewhere before.
Here beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy.
Prosecutor in this office named Wendy?
I don't think so. Hey, old bag, how's it going? Miss Old Bag, it's been a while. Huh. Let's check this.
That's where the cars leave the lot. Arrow on the ground makes it look more like...
Oh, the arrow on the ground looks more like an entrance.
Talking about it's plainly an exit.
Maybe it's both, kind of a dual purpose?
Windy Old Bag, she's back!
The theory of relativity.
What?
I've gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British?
Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? She's really fun. I like her a lot. Now, what the fuck? This?
The banner here is announcing the Crime Fighting Champion campaign.
Nice slogan.
They'll be selling fingerprinting sets.
I don't think it's that kind of campaign.
A family wouldn't want a set at home. Good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar.
I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Presents this?
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Oh, congratulations.
was wondering, why is the warder's shield? And why is it broken?
Ah, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Ooh. So... Okay, yeah, there we go. I just wanted to double check that everything was there. Mr. Edgeworth, a little bit more about what's going on with Edgeworth, you say. Okay, yeah. So I found the other bit of evidence on that. Can I check my attorney's badge? Oh my god, of course I can. Oh.
So this is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin.
Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to.
You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone?
No, I'd be found out right away.
Well, that's no fun.
Alright. Right, is there anything else? Oh, here. Usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911.
You know, Mr. Wright, I always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human.
She has a point. Very observant. Oh, Edgeworth's troubles. Oops. Okay, here we go. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Dang, I love the freaking Deltarune explosion that it puts there. I'll start with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond.
Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there's always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there's always been whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always been unusually strong ties to the department higher ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. No idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself.
What?
I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor.
Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Well, why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? I met the guy who is... What's his name? Guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer.
From West LA. For a moment there I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Oh, thank you, Gumshoe. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Perfect drag mirror to hell? Yeah, he'll do that. He does that. Just act like you're supposed to be there and no one will look at you twice, pal. Yeah, he does that sometimes. Oh, I will say, Tom, you will have to do stuff at each of the little, like, hubs, the mini hubs, to finish the story, technically. You have to max out a bunch of them. It takes a bit, but it's not that bad. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Alright, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. See you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, it's her. Oh, still here?
Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too.
What happened to the security guard? Okay, so she's got more than one boyfriend.
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Damn. Are you sure you should be drinking on the job? Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. I will present him the letter of introduction. Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
Letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog.
He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? More than one boyfriend, I don't want to say what I think. Polyamorous? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this peruses from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. I guess I better let you in then.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Oh, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me.
Hey, wait a sec. Is that crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. You like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny, have a hootenanny.
Note to self, police investigations are like settling lands. Oh, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe, yeah, it's gone. Crumpled and scarred. That's kind of bad. That's not good. Pheonix. No. So what's this Walkman doing here? This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
Equals colonization. That's crazy. Yeah, check it out. Right, let's check it out. Oh, I'm not controlling this. It's possessed me. It's possessed me. Oh, lock. Click.
This phone's still on the redial screen.
Redial?
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation.
Whatever, let's just check the phone out. Well, hit the redial button. Now to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep.
Oh my god, it's the Steel Samurai again. He's back! He's back!
Hey, that's a song, I know that.
Hey, what's going on over there?
I'm sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It's on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? That's my sister's?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right before right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone, except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this.
Who did she call?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that? Oh. Sorry, that was my phone.
What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. Wrong number. Really? Give me 1 second, I gotta quickly check something. Okay, hold on, there we go. I will answer that later.
If you're not lying, they'll shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. There we go. 518, okay. Let's do this.
This rope, is it?
Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Yeah, this appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk was busted. crime scene took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors got the big bucks. What the fuck is that? What is this? The E-block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. You can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Alright, can I actually check this now? Without Mr. Hootenanny around me? No need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. I guess not, no. Yeah, no. Okay, so... there's an overturned barrel here. Oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water.
It's heavy, I can't even budge it.
Drum over there is on its side.
Wait, I know. I'll hide in there and do a stakeout.
I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested.
What? I'm not suspicious.
Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, girl. I don't know what to tell you. Oh. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that, partner.
Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale.
I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr.
I'm stabbed to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report.
Within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Why that phrasing?
My sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common?
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. There's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why I didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector.
My sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon.
Marshall. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective?
Calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
Oh, really? Now he tells me.
You're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina?
Why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping my eye out on the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail.
This isn't Texas? Well, this might be... It might be.
Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
All my exes live in Texas? Oh. Edgeworth?
That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Uh-oh. Don't badmouth him? Yeah, don't. I'll sock you one.
So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister?
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Mr.
Edgeworth himself. Oh, God, sorry.
Afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall.
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
There's something between this cop and her sister I don't know about.
I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Perhaps it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? office atmosphere. That's something to ask about, Pheonix.
Suspicions around Mr. Edgeworth been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
Oh, no, sorry. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean?
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
Rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
You follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you found one person. But they're off limits, untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who?
Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina, Chief Prospector Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some load them with deals.
You're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
Uh-oh. Oh boy. 4.5-inch knife, a single stab wound was found. Ah, I see. No prints. Ah, whatever. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. I mean to never visit Texas.
My sister's cell phone.
Last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night?
I didn't want to make that call.
What's that? Some sort of police passport?
Detective Goodman's ID card, strangely enough. Found it a good distance away from the crime scene.
Good distance in this rat hole? You want distance, get yourself to Texas.
Texas?
It's a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? This is why he's not a detective.
Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros.
Sure, yeah. Alright, compadre. Okay, I see. What's going on here?
5:12. Prospector's bright red steed came in a trot, real slow like.
A trot?
My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. Seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse.
So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Why do they hate Edgeworth? Okay, I feel like that's pretty much it for this guy. There's nothing there. Detention center? No. Offices? No. Gumshoe? No. Hold on. 1 sec. I do actually have to answer this now, so give me 2 seconds. Hi, thank you, Flares. Sorry, I'm quickly typing up a response to something. Give you guys a small break and my brain a small break. Yippee! Oh God. There we go. Alright, perfect. Now, what do I do? I'm back. Oh, thank you. Okay, now, go back to the parking lot, I guess, and I show him my badge?
I see your badge, looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. Beam of light illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night.
Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. Okay.
A toy shield suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? One night, maybe?
Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth?
I don't like him, right? We got the point.
You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these.
Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Yeah, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap.
You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell you.
So, actually, small thing while I'm, like, thinking here. The Octopath video probably will be out in the next few days. I gotta redo a bit of it because of the issues that I had today. But it will probably be out within the next few days. So, yeah. Exciting. I'm excited, actually, because, God, I can work on something else now. It's been giving me so many issues in production for some reason. Don't know why. It's just been painful. Not painful, but like very long. So, yeah. But it'll be done. It'll be out by tomorrow. It's just, well, not by tomorrow, but it'll be out within like a few days, I'll say. But it's good. It should be good.
Stylish glass-walled room, very nice.
Goku's, yeah, Goku! Goku's here!
You could see a whole lot of the whole parking lot from here. That's Goku. He said that.
It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe?
Huh?
Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later.
I hate to break it to you, but I think it's probably just a security guard office.
You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day.
Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. I told you it was kind of hype. I told you that the fucking thingy was good, Tom. Jeez. Relate with Emma? Yeah. Yeah.
The knife? No, knife doesn't work. I feel like I've done everything I could now. Because he doesn't react to this. He reacted to this. My badge, ID, trophy.
I feel like that's it now?
Gumshoe? No. Between 4 and 5:30.
I'm already getting a little whiff of something weird here, but you know what? That's fine. Nothing in the High Prosecutor's office. Autopsy? No. No. Right. Did I showed the Blue Badger, didn't do anything. I showed the knife, it didn't do anything, which is kind of funny. Oh, hold on. Let's go. Here, hold on. Chat, I'll pacify you guys real quick while I think. Get pacified. While I'm thinking. Alright, just checking that. Perfect. Save you?
White girl, save me.
Huh. No. That wasn't it. What if I just hit that and see? No. Hold on, the strap.
Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know?
Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know.
See, the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Okay, well that wasn't that important, but you know. Hey Gumshoe, how's it going, buddy? Oh god, okay, nothing? No. What am I missing? Examine... Nothing here, right? No. I got everything here, I think. Oh, A.
A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors.
Defense attorneys are relegated to B block.
Dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. Go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright.
Planning on giving up my job that soon. Jesus, Emma, I'm too used to saying Jesus, Maya.
This wall is in our way. Got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall but a water tank.
Fail to see how this makes any difference either way. Present. How does he not have anything to say about the murder thing? Must be, yeah, I already did this. So what you mean is the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. So I can't examine his car again. Maybe there's something up in Edgeworth's office here. I know I was up here and there was not much, but I want to kind of quickly see. You know, the desk is all fine. The tea set?
Cute, what a pretty tea set.
I go more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing, the drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor.
This royal blend, what an exquisitely splendid concoction.
Such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Boy. No. Edgeworth, yeah. Edgeworth is 24. Gumshoe's 30? Oh, okay, jeez. Wounded on her right hand, the cough-up queen. Thinks he's a cowboy. I feel like I've done everything. But I don't know how to... We go back to Wright and Co? You see this?
Notice that defense attorneys have a tendency to want to show people things.
What is this? A behavioral study of lawyers? No, nothing. I don't think she'll react to anything. I'm just kind of thinking now, like... Where... Present... Blue Badger? No, you can't talk about the Blue Badger. Luna... Ah! Said I would scream. Trying to see if there's any... I don't think there's anything I missed. There's that in the floor. No clues here. Oh my god. I feel like I'm missing something very obvious and I'm just being very stupid right now. No. Feels like it just kind of drops and there's no like... Show me ID. I feel like he doesn't have much though. I guess the only thing I can go from here is with this guy. So, sister's cell phone. I did want to make that call. I did want to make that call. So I would want to make that call. Oh my god, I feel like that's going to be the important bit that I got to think of now. Toy shield. Alright, well, this guy's got nothing left. He didn't really reveal anything either. What's this guy got up his sleeve? Guard monitors the visitor's room. He's frozen in fear of the frigid Miss Lana. Feeling a bit chilly myself. She's not here. Present? I can't talk to her about anything, so maybe... I feel like this isn't gonna be it, but I feel like there's something I gotta show her. No, never mind. No, I don't want to examine Wright & Co. That's not anything. Police department. So, hey, Gumshoe. No, that's not it. 4.5-inch knife, single stab wound was found. I'm examining everything I can now. I can't examine the court record. That I've already checked. I wanted to make sure. I'm just gonna go through all this and see that I've fully checked everything now. Why doesn't it let me invest? Oh. What? Name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189.
Why they only use numbers for IDs?
What else would they use?
They're silly, they're the reason we have a written language in the first place.
True. Sergeant Bruce Goodwin. Yabba babba dabba dab.
See? Wouldn't that be better?
Full credits on Xenoverse 2? Hell yeah. Finally? Finally.
Does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point, teehee.
Doesn't take much to amuse her. I am, in the meantime, stumped. What do I do? I feel like I've examined literally everything. Oh, except for this.
I was excited when I come to a police station.
Why's that?
It just feels like I jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You know, with all the police and criminals?
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. How are they talking about the latest bust?
Pardon? I've updated my reactive images so when you get the second game I can be on screen. Oh my god. Honey, I thought they were talking about the weather. I'm currently stumped, Luna. I went to the underground parking lot and I got the phone and the autopsy report, and I've been talking to this guy. I showed him everything that actually gets a reaction out of them, but I can't figure out what is left. No matter... Oh, what? I already checked in here! It's fine, you don't have to use your brain, Luna. What's this? It looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
675 to December 2nd. 67S December 2nd. There's a name printed on the paper above it. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed?
Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note this, so for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
Sure, Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Oh, Obi, trust me, I've been full of those. It's just, ugh, Goodman's note.
How are we doing, Mr. Wright?
Guess we got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
Do you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
By the way, Emma.
Yeah?
What's that song your phone plays when it rings?
What?
So she called Emma. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Cell phone updated. Okay. The detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Jesus, 2 hours of investigating, huh? Jesus, this is a 9-hour doozy, isn't it? Well, first day of trial, I bet. Yep, first day of trial. Trial former. Former?
How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is a big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to the trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. There's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial, Mr. Wright. Good luck. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. Or is Mia gonna fucking transcend time and space? I'll be alone in there. I have to discover that truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Okay, yeah, sure. Alright. It's a bit shocking, but okay. Hey, Edgeworth, how's it going, bestie?
What is now the session for the trial of Mr. Miss Ladder White?
Defense is ready, Your Honor, and we're back here again. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since this trial. Jeez. Worried about your boyfriend? I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. Trial after literally 2 hours, yeah. Ugh. Remember when you killed a guy? I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me may say. Judge is so great. Judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Opening statement, please. Or did you kill your opening statement? I aged a bit between the 2 months. It was my birthday in there, actually.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office alone.
Now he's so much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness.
Well, then call your front witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Or you little baby.
Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The Cough-Up Queen? Hold on, I need water for this bit coming up. Jesus.
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before.
The judge is really wolfing it down. Oh, and for you, I have a Fiesta Bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? Oh, and you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts.
He's like licking his lips.
I just thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca.
What? What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Name, profession,
now.
Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Bring it up.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. I have a little bit of caviar. Usually we call on the police to provide a description of the crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I'm a professional.
What does that actually mean? I don't know.
Till 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Star was a detective?
I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel.
Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well, you may continue the description, Miss Star.
Who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided by 2 blocks. A block for the prosecutor office personnel, and B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
Just who is this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot floor plans, thank you.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor.
Seems rather cut and dry, I guess. Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
Seems that poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star.
Wait, are they talking about me? Is he on her side? What the fuck? Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend, and I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work.
That's a scary face.
Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching.
As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed.
Gongaga.
Stabbed at Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that.
It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright.
Really?
Very well, Mr. Wright. I may cross-examine the witness.
Yeah, merely a flesh wound, huh?
Now, I'm kind of skeptical about this bit. Holding a knife in her right hand, thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Now, the pointy tip is not bloody though. I should probably press this. I should dance around a bit. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes, the next moment, the prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
Only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Yeah, it sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me is making me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
I'm kind of skeptical about the knife not actually being bloody. Like, it is bloody, yes, but it's not bloody, you know? Let's dance around.
How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime.
Yet the methods are ugly and twisted.
Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they're used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off?
She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms.
That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well, you may continue, Miss Starr.
So she doesn't like, thingies. Prosecutors. His boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend.
Care to join? Either yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches thing.
Note to self, the judge had to think before applying. Jeez. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. And I sensed something. You sensed something? You're saying you had a premonition of the murder?
It felt like, how would you say?
Oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective?
Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
A young cheese?
Pale white cheese not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
Then I must be hard-yellowed and sharp as a tack.
Judge, you're not hard. Don't say you're hard, Judge.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Wire fence, I saw the... How would she be able to see through the wire fence? See the chief prosecutor standing next to the car. If the cars were blocking that, she wouldn't have a clear line of sight. If she was in B block, also there's a wall there. If she was delivering the thing to her boyfriend, on her way to deliver a lunchbox to her boyfriend. Let's press this bit. By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth, wasn't it? Indeed it was.
What an odd case this is. The person you saw, you're sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. She's telling the truth, we're doomed.
Just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you're a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me? right, like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism? Maybe relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Photograph?
You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now?
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, that's most certainly the defendant.
Uh-oh, that's unmistakably Lana Sky. What was the defendant doing at the time? Chief Prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Press this. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. It's your knife after all. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organ. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Press the pointy tip of this knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Now... nothing staying... Oh, chest wound. Okay, loss of blood. Got it. Pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna push this a little bit. I didn't mean to push that. I meant to, like... I meant to present. It was gonna present something. So... Okay. Photographed by Angel Star. Why is she wearing that? Victim's memo. No. Can't get anything from that. Okay, no, that was a bad idea. I was kind of thinking it, but I wanted to give it a shot anyway. Larry isn't one of her boyfriends? Maybe he is, I don't know. That's the pointy bit. Holding a knife in her right hand. Oh, wait. Isn't her right hand, like, injured? Or her... Yeah, that's her right hand. So how would she cut herself if she was holding the knife in her right hand? Doesn't this photo also, like, prove that she's a lefty? No problem, Flared, I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by. Doesn't this photo also kind of say that she's a righty? That might be, like, not what I'm going at here, but I feel like I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, that's what it was. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that's a fine lunch.
Isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. Every time Okay, no. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Why is Miss Sky not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Edgeworth?
The photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? The black and white photograph.
Yes, it's hard to tell, but it could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you.
Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You got a better idea? Objection. Sure.
Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. But that's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? Not premeditated. She could not have been wearing those gloves.
Gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation.
Premeditated murder. Premeditated murder. A serious offense.
Witness, add this to your testimony.
Murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. What if she just had it? She was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves. The gloves were admitted as evidence as the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr.
This is bad. It's got them thinking it was all planned. If we can prove this claim, if the trial's already over, gotta think of a way to show this wasn't premeditated.
Only a flesh wound.
Alright. Sounds fatal. So if I can find a way that it wasn't premeditated. How? I mean, Edgeworth's car. Like the shit. Okay, I was thinking that, but that's not. Okay, so A, it's gotta be this last bit. B, I just gotta find premeditated. I gotta prove it wasn't premeditated. So that's after the crime was committed. Parking lot with Edgeworth's car. How would it not be premeditated? I mean, yeah, the parking stub, but I don't think that actually proves it, no. Found in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of the victim's blood, no prints. I mean, the murder weapon. The victim's blood. Present the badger? I don't want to present the badger. Not now. That's gonna be bad. It's gonna cause an issue. The knife? Yeah, because it couldn't have, because it's Edgeworth's knife. Do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell boxed lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? Bloody murder weapon. Red car. All belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Well, I mean, our prosecutors might be wise. Did someone bring their kid to the thing? Defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The guys do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. A knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Fucking Pheonix.
Order.
Great, now the tide's turning in our favor.
Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free.
Pheonix. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
This shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. Suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing?
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? Alright, deduction. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Well, there's the hole there. It was once.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does seem a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
If I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defendant may now cross-examine the witness.
So I already found the hole. He only got stabbed once. Again and again. It was one time. One knife wound. It's the easiest one there. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? I'll test you. With my moss surprise. The moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. Hmm?
What do you mean?
You shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to loss of blood from one stab wound.
You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hug. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed?
A witness?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood.
Now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
And tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify.
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the scene was. Was she wearing a red muffler? She wasn't. It's in the photo. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
Huh? But that can't be.
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver?
It was there! A scarf! No, not that. Something red, really! Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Yeah, Edgeworth is doing great. Everyone clap for Edgeworth. In the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partisan off to her side. Quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel's star, resistance is futile. Now she's lying.
You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel's star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Round.
Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you will.
I mean, I already know where the hole is here, because you couldn't have caught her quickly. Because of the floor plan. What? What? What was the floor plan? Okay, hold on. I jumped the gun a bit. Hold on. Okay, we're getting a bit into the danger zone. Let me just kind of press this a bit. So where's this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She's obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Quickly caught her. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Yeah. I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus it was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes.
Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain-link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course.
Amazing, the coffin queen lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. But she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Is that one word? Sick car that I love, yeah? What you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court did not see, Miss Starr.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order.
She used her cell phone?
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order then.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Saw it all how she tried to use the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. you couldn't have because of the partisan in the wall. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
I was going to ask the same thing.
I only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim but ran behind the partisan. And she picked up the phone on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that, you climbed over the
Chain link fence.
And then when I boldly grabbed her arm, Chief Prosecutor hung up her phone. You saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? There it is. There it is. The floor plans. You couldn't have seen it. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by any personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction to your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me and I'll make you cough it all up. Ahem. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. The emergency phone was on the backside of this partisan. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? She's getting fucking destroyed now.
Order, what's the meaning of this, Pheonix? You should have lied down and let the case die like a good boy.
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. It's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. Witness lied about where she saw it. No. What she saw. Lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Skye using that emergency phone.
Does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical.
What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox?
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory. Why would Miss Starr lie like that?
Huh?
Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? Doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant?
Oh, dang, she's right. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. I see no room for doubt here.
You ordered the patooey on rice, right?
Mr. Wright, and I thought you had some...
What? One more try. I see it in your eyes. You haven't learned your lesson, have you? That's exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Okay, this is my last chance. Okay, so... would it be where she saw it? Skye tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie? I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Skye using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. Different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Whoa! Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard up until now points in one direction. Place from where Miss Starr witnessed this crime was here. The security room? The security room? Because it's elevated, so she'd be able to see over the partisan. And that's the only way that she'd be able to make it to him in time, or to her in time, and be able to see her try the phone. Security room? The only place where she could have been.
Security guard room?
Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. Built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot.
Would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There's so many other places where you could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partisan was here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in that security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? I think that the tables could be turned.
Today a man has gotten the better of Angel Starr. Water.
Order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky?
Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense.
Huh?
She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. Truth still stands. Objection! It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? The witness is found to be lying. They're guilty of perjury. Perjury. She knows this. You wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
Tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Wouldn't it be the angle of view to the crime? Because that photo couldn't have come from her then. Like, that photo could not be real because there's no way that a camera could have gotten it. Distance to the crime also counts. The angle of the view of the crime to the crime. Why the angle of which she saw the crime occur would change.
The angle? What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have had sort of a more 3D view of the crime?
And this is important. Why?
Distance to the crime. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in the question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. Bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Boysenberry for the boyfriend. I love boysenberry.
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. But how could you have? Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Then she went all the way to this side. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block.
It's quite a detour.
Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
For 5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
It was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point. A spork is a wonderful invention.
Oh, great, Judge. Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do you have any evidence to stop this?
5 minutes.
It was only 3 minutes. Hold on. After the crime was committed... I mean, I believe I have something. First off, here. Raise an objection. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente. I've got lunchboxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. No. 5 minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? You are a criminal. What would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. This guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act that way. It's inconceivable. I had a feeling.
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history.
We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright.
That was too close.
No, I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Hold it. What? Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! Triple-decker! To deference to the witness's determination, I allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? Decisive evidence, you say? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on the shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. The shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Yeah, now, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed?
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that true, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. That's 6 now, yeah. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, the shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You should at least study some evidence law, really.
Prosecution's complaint now notwithstanding, it appears this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged. Goodman and Lana Skye.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Nuh-uh. Okay, so... Should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. Now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? What? Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, 5-minute blank means nothing. Why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutor. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it.
False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with.
What's the matter with the victim's shoe? And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained pooch who snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe is my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunch boxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag. Really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next.
2 types of blood were found on the shoe, huh? So you brought it to the forensics department. You're going to submit something as evidence in court you needed to prove. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. Hold on, let me have a little look-see. Blood, it's my sister's, right? Appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. And then, all the blood underneath. There's blood here too! The sole of the shoe, that's gotta be the victim's. Must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. Oh, this blood. It's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. Huh. Okay. By a forensics expert. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman? As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. Now, big hands. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie. Huh. Well, speak up. Blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Pheonix.
It's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood down to just one person. So I hear. That's pretty specific. In a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. I said that it could be little doubt that it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe?
Ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he'd say that. Shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe?
See, I was thinking now. So. Soup.
I'm gonna kind of prance around a little bit here. Not imagining things. I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence, a clear contradiction. That gleam in your eye. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you?
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? So what's the problem with this evidence?
That? I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. What would be your blood on the bottom of my shoe?
Indeed, there's quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? You're right. What could be contradictory? Wait. The crime photo? The problem lies in the footprint. Footprint? Notice that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort.
Order. Well, witness?
What? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask, why wasn't there a footprint? Oh!
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think! Yeah, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Yet what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We're hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped, and there's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
What are you talking about?
Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. Chief Prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly, a predator, this one, a leopard woman, round. I thought it was quite strange for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness, well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it right. You want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
You don't mean...
Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the blood stains that would become evidence against her. And punched in the stomach.
That ties things up quite nicely. The blood stains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. And after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's the prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? That's when my sister's blood got on the shoe.
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please! What can I do? Sisters confessed to the crime and tried to conceal it. Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
But Angel Star's on the prosecution's side. He could have been lying about the water.
Court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you'll be held in contempt in court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this. Photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest. Oh, shoe. The white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
I see no room for evidence and error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Guess I couldn't help after all. Not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems that this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Hold on. Okay, it's not in the court record. Right, wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Pheonix. Yeah, there we go. There's Pheonix. Your Honor, wait!
What is it with you people? Can't I earn my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. The trial isn't over until we each give a piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah! Think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I have to go ahead with this.
I suppose since we've gone this far, we should give each claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the photograph the problem with this thing with the photograph.
So, I mean, A, there's something in the muffler. B, wasn't he hanging out with the tape? Or I guess that's something with the body. Hold on. I mean, first off, I see this. I'll take the stab at it. The problem is in the photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler.
Wait a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor?
You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph.
A muffler is also part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe.
I see! I see!
He's so stupid.
It's a suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler.
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have anything to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Objection! Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What?
Let's see what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case.
This right here, word muffler. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she meant to mention the muffler. That's what had confused me in my earlier testimony. Muffler? Ah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, wow. Oh my god, she's dead. She got shot.
Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered, we do disservice to the law. Will the crime scene inspector at once bring me that cloth? The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agree?
I suppose so. Phew, that was close. We made it, at least for now.
This court will adjourn for 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
You still hungry? One more hold it. Yeah, good lord. No, to be continued. Okay. So we're on recess now, right? Oh. Well, we're back. We're still in day 2.
Mr. Wright? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface. No matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. What happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn the trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Here he is.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up his temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall.
Thought I'd come and take a look-see and see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. Hard to slip out.
Oh, hold on. Not hard to slip out, huh? What's going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen the last few days have really been on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. I wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all?
What?
I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the awards ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon.
Does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. Sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! Oh, God. Well, we're back from our 30-minute recess. The judge probably ate 10 houses.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. Oh my god.
Is something the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with our trial. During this This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor's quite beside himself.
Excuse me, knock, knock?
Who's there?
Oh my god.
What's with this guy?
Strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he?
It's you.
What the fuck?
Oh. Sorry I'm late, Angie. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Angie? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, smizzy, Angie. My boy, you need to make time to relax. Yes, indeed.
Angie seems to be his nickname for the judge. Afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you?
You're Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Thanks.
So sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? No, we should all be going swimming together soon, Charlie.
Little Worthy?
Mr. Wright? You don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
The fucking stare.
Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
Damon Gant. Gant Damon. Get them on. Get them on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Get them on. Or get them on. Get the man. Oh my god.
What do we order all this honor today? Been over 2 years since you last came to the courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this.
Hey, that's my sister's muffler. Mrs. Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Skye really was wearing that muffler.
But to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less.
Okay, yeah.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Jesus Christ.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth?
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there.
Miles Edgeworth?
But that's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But to your person in charge, I expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it for me, I wonder?
Yes. Well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Okay, they have to be taking the piss out of this now. They have to be.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
So wait, hold on. Let me inspect this. There's a small tag on this knife. Seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame. But it's strange. What is?
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this before. Letters like this are letters that look a lot like this somehow.
Oh, wait, the note. The little note that he had?
Who scare me like that? No one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood?
Switchblade knife.
Does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police? And this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really.
He seems like a cheery guy. I don't know, he seems like a pretty friendly, cheery guy.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. Time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh?
Not officially linked to this here case. Well, I mean, I don't see that. I don't see skin color over his personality.
He's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
Nothing rhymes with orange, you're right. Nothing does.
There was a murder at the police department, a detective?
That's hush-hush information, Edgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. This is the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Order, order, order.
Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
Two detectives killed at the same time in two different places. Chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well, however, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Big smile.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Ow, let's see. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag?
Oh, sorry, Rido, but I can't say that now, not that.
We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. So why is there another knife at the scene of the crime?
It's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something, a muffler. Unless there's a connection to prove between the knife and Goodman. This, right? So, SL92. SL92. It's upside down.
Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection.
This knife, it has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
This is important, why?
Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7s 12 /2?
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside...
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. He is enjoying this too much. It's a little scary. Turn it around and what do you get? 221 SL9. Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that was written on the nice tag. Order, order. Well, Chief?
Oh, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a... Hold on, let me press this. So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you said. In fact, was it a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice. Good show, Littleworth. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from the case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. There was a bad idea for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. The police detective was killed at the police department. Well, now let's figure it out. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eye there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy with with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? The detective was killed. What a mess. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Haji?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help. If you could help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. The kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found in the police department, wasn't it? How the victim was killed, he was stabbed. When the victim died, 5:15. So where the victim was found? So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second, I've heard of that. The evidence room. Did he just mention that in his didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? Ah, this knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. I'm giving him fucking scientist from Half-Life voice now, because why not? There's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say? Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection?
Out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number of the evidence's knife tag. We also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
Gordon. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What? Really? Who would have guessed?
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
You're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. The victim's gender. That could be important. Okay, how about the gender of the victim?
You want to know that? Okay, a hint. Let's see, first hint, the gender is that's not female.
Aha! He was a guy!
What did I tell you? The boy is sharp.
Stop goofing around, Mr. Wright. This is serious business.
Sorry, Your Honor. Hey, chill out to the Chief of Police. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing there? Better check this knife out. Let's see, there is a little stain on it. Probably blood. Probably blood, if I'm being honest. Okay, so hold on. Let's press here again and like dance in a bit. ID number. Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number?
Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189.
Well, that's quite long.
We have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
582, I can't do it.
You didn't even get to the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
The ID number of the victim at the police department, 5842189. That tells me something. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does, I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detectives who were murdered at the police department tells you something?
Yes, it's Goodman's ID. Witness.
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just, I got confused. This is news? Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Shame on you, Righto. Personal ideas are top secret.
Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189.
And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What does this... it mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Oh, sharp as a tack, Righto. Sharp as a tack.
Wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room in the exact same time.
That's impossible. What we're saying is,
same person was killed at the same time? In a completely different location? What the fuck is going on here? What does this mean? No. What I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Of Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before?
Wait. Rockley?
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. You got a report, sir.
Jesus, he's a stupid idiot.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me.
He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is right on the top of the report.
Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. Excuse me? In any case, this is a serious error and gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir...
You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then I've got a big grin on my face. Beautiful eyelashes, too. No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy.
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law,
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, it's,
True unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
How is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. Connection was just proven by Righto over there. Good job, Righto, my boy. I was just doing my job.
No. No.
Jesus, Edgeworth is getting fucking tossed around.
It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know where you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do.
You better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment this is, I hope, for your sake, it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned.
Jesus Christ. That was an hour and a half. So what, we're at 3.5 hours now? Give or take? Alright, well let's do some of the investigation now. I don't know if we'll be able to get through all of it right now, but I'll see if I can.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Let's see. What's going on? The Victim Detective Bruce Goodman was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. Of the 9-hour trial, yes. Okay, so we're a third through.
What's this in the evidence room part? Prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
That's what we're going to find out, or try to at least.
Wait. So, okay, so he was found.
Hold on. So was Edgeworth unintentionally a no. He was involved in the crime because it was found in his car. The lock appeared to be busted. So I'm assuming somebody reported the body at the police department and then drove when Edgeworth wasn't paying attention, because he drove it to the persecutor's office. The lock was opened by Lana, and Lana's been pinned for the crime or something, or the guy tried to jump out and stab her. So then she was doing self-defense, but then... So he was planted in there. Luna did it? Oh, okay. Noted. She just wanted to get Edgeworth in her arms? I don't know. Alright, let's do it. I don't know if anything I said was actually just like anywhere near close. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. But evidence through photo that Lana did stab him though. Yeah, but couldn't that have been done through self-defense? Like, say the guy jumps out of the car trying to stab her, couldn't she then have acted in self-defense?
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go, science awaits us.
I don't know, maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. Edgeworth is probably also really sad he hasn't been able to drive his car at all the past couple days.
No, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder.
We will see. Good line of thinking. Thank you.
There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
Wait, no. So, oh my god, wait, no. That just immediately gave me all of the information I needed for that. So, he was... okay. There's no body at the police department. So he was put in Edgeworth's car. And then Edgeworth unknowingly drove him to the prosecution's office. Alana Skye was tipped off, maybe, about it? Or something? And opened the car. There wasn't a body at the police department. So that means Edgeworth would have driven it to the persecutor's office. Yeah, it was our only victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. It was only our victim.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum. Was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor. How'd they know it was a murder, though? I'm assuming either a report? Somebody reported it. So I'm assuming the killer reported it.
My sister erasing evidence at the scene of the crime? Never.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
Not at all. It's just... both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Speaking words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
Wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
You're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Look, here, I'll lend you these glasses.
You had an extra pair of those things? Oh my god. Ah! As for a blood reaction, just spray the lumen oil on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Find some bloodstains. It's red. It's 3D vision. See her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain. It's so... Oh, you're shaking. This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. Doesn't it something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking, of course? The virtual boy. Odd about this scientifically. The amount of blood if he was stabbed in the stomach. Perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright, I'm gonna mark up the floor plans where when we found the blood stain. When we find a blood stain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
Saved my allowance to buy that.
Spray to use.
I can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious.
Ha!
Oh, here she is.
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Miss Starr.
You only trust your own eyes. Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead
in doesn't really get my mouth watering. I want to examine more, actually. Where's the spray button? Never mind. Examine? Oh, I have to probably court record it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so...
Hey, come on. There's gotta be something.
Oh. On the phone. Spray me, Star, Jesus Christ.
The blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer. She did call you, didn't she?
The time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged.
Hey, just whose side are you on anyways?
Nothing to do with taking sides. So this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse.
Let's see, maybe around here?
Now, I feel like definitely a little bit of like, oh no, I guess not there. No, okay. Okay, no more spraying.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Starr, but...
No, it's okay. It's my fault. Oh, we know. Oof, I witnessed everything from that security room right there. I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Skye stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what?
So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr?
Yes, it was a long time ago.
Well, 2 years ago, actually. No matter how hardened the criminal when they faced me,
they coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies.
Oh, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect.
And before long they called me
the cough-up queen.
But here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go, or fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I had become an investigator, and if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. What if she's involved in the crime? All because of that case, the SL9 incident. Fucking hell, another past case. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Alright, well... what do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective of that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. Hello. SL9 isn't over, not yet. You think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
Right.
I think I have to present this now. It's gonna be the same thing, but it's presenting both is gonna give me the option to talk about it, I believe. That's how it worked with Gumshoe. Well, not Gumshoe, but someone else. Or not, never mind, I'm stupid. Take a look at this. You, yes. You said you wanted some hot. Okay, this is all. Yep. Right. Okay, so. Right. That looks like a petrified piece of provolone. Huh? It's not. It's my attorney's badge. I'd think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. Okay, so this door... The door, this must mean something. I'm sure that door means anything. Won't open a mysterious lock. You know to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life a bit more. Present? I mean, I gotta present her something. Probably. From shoe? No. Okay. You know what? Let's try bouncing around somewhere. Maybe going to see if Gumshoe is around? Let's see if Gumshoe's around. Even busier here yet today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. Suppose it did make sense. The detective did get killed here after all. The evidence room. Scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid in an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. The blue badger is still writhing around today. Hey, Luna. No! No, Badger. Bad Badger. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel like he's going to do something naughty. What? Naughty? Guard station, okay. Oh my god. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station room for the evidence room. Beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? Sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? Those cacti, they're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. Can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yeah. He's got a lot of stuff. Yipes, they sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I think just one big one would be sufficient. Cacti are actually a lot like my sister. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing out in every direction. Just like her. I need to check my phone. Sorry, 1 second. Right. Not so sure I see the resemblance. More an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Gonna scurry to bed now, have a good rest of stream. Okay, Dom, have a good sleep. Look on the floor, a lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. Trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone's trying to catch a wild bull in here and the lasso missed. Sure have an active imagination. Oh, hold on. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. What about the card reader? Couldn't we just use the ID that we have? I guess not. It's probably not supposed to be in here yet then. Criminal affairs. Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here. Oh, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department. Yeah, but the same detective was also killed at the same time the prosecutor's lot. Ugh, makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yeah, you sound dead set on investigating. Don't mess up or we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants any more mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. Doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. Detention center? Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning. The detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How's she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gantz say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Come back later. Okay. Alright, this spot's like the best spot anyways. Present. What do I present? This. I had one of those until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. There's no mistaking it, it's definitely Goodman's. But the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. Now... No. A knife. God. I showed her both the knife and the note, just in case. In case? Yeah, I could show her this knife. Body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I'd think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? I don't know. I'm hoping you could maybe say something about that. I don't know. Now... The shoe. Probably the shoe. Nope, never mind. She doesn't want to see the shoe, apparently. You know, her evidence that she brought up and was saving, she didn't want to mention it? Okay, fine. Crime photo? You think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes were the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. That time? SL9, here we go, finally. That incident really opened my eyes to the truth. I want nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. Oh, cowboy guy was there too. Police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive answers. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Hold on, I need more water. Yes, the criminal got what it was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort, made up evidence. What? Means they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. I had a feeling he was involved again. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Who's that fourth guy there, then? Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side, and that's what we're after now. No one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, the post-lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends, how many does she have anyways? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes? Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Officer Marshall. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he or, are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I just was wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. Got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. Now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Thank you, miss. I'm gonna save. I'm not ending just yet. There's a part of me that wants to come back tomorrow night. I don't think I will. I think I'll maybe... Actually, I might need to delay stream from Monday to Tuesday, maybe? I think that might be better. Because I feel like I'm going to be busy Monday night. I'm just thinking about this kind of schedule. So I think Tuesday night will be the better night of the two. Oh. Jesus Christ. Alright. Now. Move to check on Edgeworth. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. It does, Bob. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. Sure, he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Yeah, probably. Move to... Police department now. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Isn't that... One steak lunch, please! Oh, You. Detective Gumshoe.
Now's not the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man.
I really need a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We caught our criminal. We just need evidence.
Criminal? You mean
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
Yeah, I heard of that. Alright, Gumshoe, yes, we heard this. We remember.
The biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
Gumshoe, who was it?
Hey, listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Running around here talking isn't gonna fill my belt.
Wait, don't leave.
If you wanna know more, head on to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down there having a good cry. Later.
You ran off to the evidence room. This investigation's off to a running start. Hold on. Let me go down to that detention center. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Not to go down too far down that route. Things will just get confusing. Oh my god. What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say.
I knew it.
Hi. Greetings, sir.
And I know who you are.
Excuse me, it is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises. I'm here, and sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins, you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, no, I'm not. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report.
No, how should I say this?
Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins? You didn't, did you?
Perpetrator, Officer Meekins reporting, there, sir.
What? What?
Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Okay, I don't want to hear that right now. Okay, I'm actually crashing now. I think I can't. I hate he. Okay, so, I'm gonna wrap things up there. I know, a little bit of a weird ending point, but like, I thought I was gonna be able to get through more of the investigation, but it's gonna be very bulky, it seems like. So, I probably won't, so okay, let's see. So, I'm not gonna tomorrow, because I definitely need a break after today. Can't Monday, so maybe Tuesday? We'll see about Tuesday, possibly being a night that we continue. And we'll see how that goes. Honestly, I'll keep you guys posted in the Discord and on Twitter. But thank you all for coming out tonight. I'm very eager to get through more. I do have some work that I need to get done in the meantime. So yeah, I have a deadline for stuff. So I also have to finish the Octopath video, but that might wait. We'll see. So yeah, thank you all for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. Who should we send you guys over to, if we can? Let's send you guys over to, you know what? Let's just send you guys over to Game Cage. Games Cage. Games Cage. We love Fidel over here. He's playing Mario Kart. I would send you guys over to some other people that are doing Final Fantasy X, but I don't want to spoil you guys on that, because I still got to finish that. But yeah, thank you all for coming out. I am tired. I'm going to go to sleep probably. And yeah, I'll see you probably Tuesday. In the meantime, I'll see if I can get the Octopath video out. I probably will, but we'll see. Anyways, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it, and I will see you later. Bye.